get you back on the main screen.
So how do I deal with my insecurities about my wife making 3 times the amount of money I do and also having a clear career vision when I don't?
What are you insecure about?
I guess it's more so like I just feel like a leech.
It's your wife.
Like we said earlier, excuse me, women look up for love and men look down for love. So yes, that's his wife. He just said she makes way more money than me. She has career ambition and she has focus, and I don't have it. It is messing with him because he's been displaced in his relationship. It's the same displacement that we have when women go into the workforce, right? We have it's called men's economic displacement. Men are displaced economically when women enter that workforce. And that is the problem that we're having. So of course, on a micro scale or microcosm of it is going to be in your home. When your wife starts to make more money than you or way more money than you and has all these things going where she's being provided for from other men, i.e. company owners, it leaves you economically displaced. You don't feel confident with her in a lot of these cases. You don't feel under control or like there's even value going on, because remember, the even value is her giving her body. And we will cover that here in a minute. Matter of fact, let's do it now so that the video lessons can follow the true lesson and you can decipher for yourself. So let's go here. Internal versus external value, right? This is Bobby and Whitney again, my 2-star characters. And I know you're loving the interracial relationship we got going on. It's crazy stuff. Crazy work, Ricky. What are you doing? Anyway, man, her value is under her skin. His value is outside of his skin. And I know that sounds crazy, but let's take that journey for a second. All right, so here we go. So basically, her value is internal. That means at skin level and inside. Okay. His value is external at skin level and outside of his skin. All right. She is the value, right? So that's why women don't have to go to work, earn a bunch of money, this and that. But the powers that be have been teaching and training women that this is what they should be doing. And it is absolutely wrong. This is what's created the offset in society. This is the single reason why marriage rates are down, birth rates are down. Everybody's like birth rates and marriage rates, all these experts that are not fucking Ricky. And I'm sitting here the whole time telling you, dude, it's because of the offset we have with all this. It's the Ricorian offset. It is caused by women's right to work. If women did not have the ability or the right to earn money outside of American men, what you would see the very next day when that law changed is women tighten up, get their stuff together, and go get a husband. That is exactly what would go on. But no, we want to keep acting like working women makes men and women equal, and it doesn't, particularly in loving relationships. It does not. Why? Because the definition. Okay, listen to this real quick. The definition of a loving relationship, guys, is an equal distribution of acceptably perceived value. What does that mean? An equal distribution of acceptably perceived value means that a woman exchanges who she is for what he has. Now, he is valuable inside, but he produces value externally. And that's generally what he will exchange to have you as a great wife and mother to his children. It's his financial support and his ability to lead and provide and protect that is the attraction. And of course, looking good enough for you to want to produce children with him. We have an offset in society where we cannot have families and marriages because women work. I cannot stress this enough. We've tracked all the data backwards. They don't want you to hear it. That's why they're playing with stuff. The message I'm telling you, nobody else is telling you this. I'm telling you, the only reason we have birth rate decline, crime on our streets at a high rate, the marriages that are broken down, people that don't want to get married, all of our problems in our country, guys, STDs, I can continue with all the problems that are connected to this. We only have all of this because of women's right to work. Can't stress it enough, but let's continue. Now, here we'll talk a little bit about her internal value. Her body is the resource. Once again, it's kind of deep, right? Her body is the resource. And not just because she drops that neck. Okay. Her womb creates life, right? Or helps to create life. Her bonding is the emotional connection, nurturing to raise children and your big baby ass. And her beauty is what inspires you as the man to go build, right? Most everything that men do is for the love, attention, and nurturing affection of a woman. And that's the baseline. Does he want to compete still in the world? Yes. Does he want to? Yes. Does he want to build shit? Yes. But he wants the outcome to be a beautiful woman or beautiful women. And we all know that it doesn't take a massive amount of brain cells to figure this out, right? Not this part. Now for him, it's quite different. It's not about his nurturing in his womb, right? It's about his muscles that he uses as tools. Yes, his muscles can be attractive to women, but really it's about what he can build in this world. His mind builds systems, and that's what he uses to build his wealth. His hands construct her world, right? His body is disposable and replaceable. And I know that's hard to accept. But I mean, look at all the men who've been drafted to war. Look at all the men who give their lives for the women and children over the years. I mean, how can you argue this? It's all facts all day. Her value cannot be taken. Now, here's something very interesting. This part is so important too. Her value can't be taken, right? And here's what we mean. It lives inside of her body. So it's not like she can lose her job and now she loses her value. See, that's the thing. So why are you in the workforce? Your value's the same whether you work for a company or not. If you're fat and ugly, ma'am, you're still fat and ugly with a nice job. And dudes are still going to approach your body the same way. It's not going to change nothing over there. All right. No one can fire her from being a woman. Okay. Facts. Age can't remove her femininity. Doesn't matter how old she gets. She's still going to be, or should be, a feminine woman. Now society can take it away or remove her femininity, as they have in most American women, but that's besides the point. Her nurturing is innate. It's not earned. So these things are all inside of her is the point. And her having a job or working for a big company does not change that. All it does is steal from men. Moving on to this one. Now here's the male side of this. This is how this affects men. And it's crazy, bro. It is hot in here and these fireworks are popping over here. Like, what's going on, bro? Is it the 4th yet? All right. He, with the man's value being external to his body, right? He can lose his, how do you say it? He can lose his value if he loses his job. He can lose value, right? He can lose his value if he gets injured and cannot function within the workforce to provide at a certain level. And if he just goes broke from anything, I don't care if it's a gambling debt or a bad investment. If he goes broke, value is lost. So his worth and value to a woman is highly conditional. And that's facts. Hers isn't. So once again, I beg the question, why would you put women in the workplace when their value to men, to families, to their children has nothing to do with her providing financial support directly by being married to a company. Tell me why. You know, this is a disaster for our country. And this has been a disaster for most countries in the West. This is just not where we want to be. But let's continue. Now here you'll see the clear outlay of this. She basically, and I guess we'll say, this is put in layman's terms. She is valued for what she is. And that is a fact. And men, he is valued for what he does. And that is a fact. Women are valued for what is at skin level and inside, and men are valued for what is at skin level and external. This basic understanding, if you can just understand this basic lesson I'm trying to give on a live stream that you obviously don't want to view tonight. I mean, how else are you going to get this information? I don't know what's wrong with people. You think we're not cooked. We are fucking cooked out here. Our country is cooked. We are headed downhill. We are now at our 250th anniversary. And guys, that's how long most great nations last. And we've been taken over, bamboozled. The men are out here getting shitted on, but can't even support real creators who are bringing them the realest shit. What the fuck do you want out here? Who is telling you more? Some weird ass young red pillar, fake ass red pillars out here telling you to get surgeries like a woman on your ass. Some other guy telling you to have sex with random women that other guys are having sex with, as if that doesn't make you homosexual. Like, what the fuck do you want, bro? I'm giving you the realest shit so we can fix it. We got to fix this. And this is the only way. Like, what do you want? I don't get it, but shit got me frustrated, bro. And it's hot in here. All right. So here's how replaceable you are as a man, right? So as a man, she can replace you with a guy that has the same job, get the same type of paycheck you get. He's the same level of provider. It's just a different man, and she loses nothing in that process. And, you know, you wonder sometimes why you're so easy to swap out or why the respect gets lost so easily. That's kind of why. So we'll go here to explain the difference with her and how you view her. See, like when you're with her and that's your woman and you've married her or provided for her, you're like, hey, you're having children with her. You take a full investment in her. What's internal to her, the person, right? Not her bank account, not what she makes it work. You're taking an investment in her. And so her warmth, her bond, her womb, these are things you cherish, man. Her presence, just being there. Like, that's my girl. You know what I'm saying? No other woman is personally her. And that's why it's so defeating when she goes and drops a neck on some other guy, you know, and then just goes and gives her body to anybody else. And of course, when she does it, you know, it's always going to be your fault.
And it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault.
And this is why you want to throw up when she does it, because you have an internal bond to her internals. What you love about her doesn't come from an employer. What you love about her doesn't come because she can beat somebody up for you. What you love about your woman comes internally from inside of her. That's what you love about her, but she doesn't love the same thing about you. It doesn't work like that. Here's how those efforts actually work. Since her value is internal and your value is external, if you stop moving, you stop working, if you stop grinding, she'll stop loving you. You'll equivalent to worthless. That's when she'll cheat and be with other people, when you stop grinding. Once you stop moving, she stops loving. Now for her, it's quite different. And for you, the way you look at her value is static in a relationship, generally static. Now she can fluctuate in weight or attitude, how she treats you, whatever, but her body's always there. The same VJ that you wanted when you found her, the same way she dropped that is the same woman 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years later, right? All she has to do is exist in order to have value. You actually have to work hard to have value. That's another reason why if women are in the workplace, how do I say this? If women are in the workplace, how are you supposed to have more value? So basically, if she has value just to exist and you have to gain your value from going to work, fine. Let's call that a fair game. 100 is the score. All right. But then if she goes to the workplace stealing jobs and income that men should have, then now the game isn't fair and the score is quite different. Now it's 150 to 50. That is the offset between men and women in our society right now. When women go to work, they are stealing value from men. And these corporate business owners and elites, they know it. They know that they're crushing the men in order so they can win the game. If there's less men to compete, they're basically the business owners are reducing the playing field of men who can compete with them, while at the same time destroying the lives of those men and producing more women that they will have access to. It's the perfect plan, and you guys can't figure it out. Crazy. But Ricky has. So it is hot in here. I'm about to end this and start up another live stream in a minute, but it's hot in here. The bottom line is her value equals who she is. And the bottom line for you, gentlemen, is your value equals what you do. All right. And it's the second time this week I believe I've covered this lesson. I try to do it in different ways both times, right? But been checking my World Cup a little bit. So what I'm going to do, I've covered those two lessons. When we come back, I'm going to take a short break. When we come back, I'm going to try to cover some of the other videos, but not sure, man. It's hot. I'm a little worn out here. So let's try to break, or I might end the show here and come back in a minute. We might just do that. But let's see. I'll be back in a moment.